Imagine taking the most vibrant colors from the most potent superfruits from around the world and combining them into one veritable spectrum. That's what Sunrise is, a complete and balanced nutritional supplement.
The astounding antioxidant capacity of the wild blueberry is what first attracted modern-day scientists to study this amazing gift from Mother Nature. So what's the latest on this healthy little blue superfruit from the wild?
First cancer-fighting food is wild blueberries. Wild blueberries. Why are these so much more powerful than regular blueberries?
They're fantastic. They are out in a rather exposed field, and they have chemicals in them preventing many stages of cancer at once. Not just one target in cancer, but initiation, promotion, progression stages of cancer. Different chemicals, all in this very compact, pungent little berry, are preventing cancer.
You know, I've done a lot of homework on blueberries, getting ready for this. So I got a little animation I think will help make this really powerful. So let's look at what happens to a blueberry. It's growing out there in the wild, and it's exposed to all the elements, right? It has the craziness of the weather. It's got the sun beating down on it. Sometimes it gets cold as the sun goes away, and it gets dark, it gets windy, it gets blown around. And then you've got pests and infections, and they all get into it. No, the plant doesn't die because inside of its very core, in the cells, it's releasing chemicals, powerful chemicals. These are the ones that protect us from cancer. And as they go through the cell, they live there, and they actually live in the blueberry. When we pick the blueberry and put it in our mouth, that potent little chemical gets into our bloodstream, and it goes everywhere. Now let's say that in your body you've got a cancer that's growing. That cancer is sucking blood towards us. There's the bad boy right there. These chemicals get into our body, they seep across this blood barrier, and they pull the blood away, and they starve the cancer so it shrinks back down. Now, could I design a drug to do that? Maybe. It's going to be pretty tough. It takes a lot of effort for nature to work that out over the course of all known human history, but it happens to work really well.
The wild Alaskan blueberry is the king of fruits and is still the key ingredient in Kyani Sunrise. For thousands of years, this superfruit has evolved in the harsh and demanding environment of Alaska to become the premier antioxidant powerhouse, having at least 5 times the antioxidant potency of the common blueberry. Sunset still contains the powerful tocotrienol vitamin E and omegas from wild Alaskan salmon oil. In the new formulation of Sunset, we've added the all-natural form of vitamin A, beta-carotene.
Beta-carotene is a natural organic compound found in plants and vegetables. It has all sorts of colors. After ingestion, it is metabolized into vitamin A, yielding many powerful benefits, including supporting heart and cell health. It strengthens the immune system and is known as one of the most powerful lipid-soluble antioxidants available. Sunset now contains vitamin D. This essential vitamin helps the body absorb calcium, which is an important process for bone development and strength. Vitamin D promotes cellular growth, boosts immunity, and helps to reduce inflammation.
And even though vitamin E sounds like a single vitamin, many people don't realize that it's actually a family of 8 separate but related compounds made up of 2 major categories, tocopherols and tocotrienols.
With 30,000 miles of arteries in our body, it's like circulating the globe 2 times over. That is what tocotrienol, the most potent vitamin E in Sunset, is protecting. And we came up with 2 key ingredients. And the first one is a powerful vitamin E tocotrienol from the Amazonia. And the second one is a pristine fish oil from Alaska. Together, this original Sunset support vascular health and support good lipids. When you think of its movement in its protection a tocotrienol would be able to cover a much larger surface area because of its dexterity and mobility. There are only 3 sources of tocotrienol: from rice, from palm, and from annatto. And all of these 3 sources, I've helped to bring it up to the extraction and then to commerce. So I know this really well. If you imagine 100% of this vitamin E, rice and palm contains 35 to 50% of the active tocotrienol. Annatto contains 100%. As well, rice and palm contains 25 to 50% tocopherol. Annatto is tocopherol free.
Kyani's core purpose is to help people experience more health and more wealth. And it's not accomplished with ordinary products. Kyani is all about creating the extraordinary, and Sunset helps us set that standard.
One of the primary cornerstones of the health triangle is the Kyani Nitro family, Nitro FX and Nitro Extreme.
The magic of Kyani's Nitro family is its proprietary formula. When taken internally, it causes your body to increase its production of nitric oxide. Discovered in the early 1980s, nitric oxide is fast becoming one of the most studied substances in the history of health.
Nitric oxide, also known as NO, holds the key to potentially hundreds of immunology, neurology, and physiology processes. Its discovery as a cellular signaling molecule revolutionized our understanding of how cells communicate. Nitric oxide is a gas, but more importantly, it's a messenger gas with amazing power. It's so powerful, in fact, that in the past decade, it has become one of the world's most exciting, most studied molecules. These studies have revealed its unusual ability to quickly penetrate cells and send specific messages, such as arteries to relax and expand, immune cells to react to harmful invaders, and brain cells to communicate with each other.
Kyani's Nitro family can help reduce inflammation, promote increased energy, sustain the immune system, encourage heart health, and support cognitive function.
Due to blood vessel performance, other important benefits also include increased nutrient absorption, increased blood flow, and improved sexual function.
I was diagnosed with lupus several years ago, and when the disease took over my body, I went from basically a healthy person that I thought to crawling.
I had stage 3 cancer.
My son's 14 and mentally was like a baby.
What you see here is probably half of the medication I used to take.
I am a U.S. Army veteran. Ever since my deployment, I have been battling with aches and pains, mostly in my lower back, my hip, which I've had 2 surgeries for, and my knees.
I used to have severe headaches from 7 concussions in my life.
With his autism, he is in a diaper. He can't talk. He couldn't feed himself.
I was doing my will for my daughter because I didn't think I was going to make it.
So I began to take the products.
And I started to see results in as little as 3 days.
Now with being on Kyani for 9 months, my son runs around everywhere. I can take him to a movie.
I felt so amazing. No swelling in my joints, no pain in my back.
I don't have any aches and pains in my lower back and my hip.
I went to the doctor and I had him confirm that everything was fine.
And it's all thanks to Kyani.
With all this medication, I don't take any of this anymore. I just take this.
And I am more than blessed to be a part of this Kyani family, and I pray that this message reaches out to anyone, someone, and changes their life the way that Kyani has changed mine.